Macho crush.
Prologue. Anne Styles' sewing kit, my mother's sewing kit, circa 1959. The heart is a muscle. 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 Hello, is that Lee? Yes, speaking. Hello, I'm Paul, calling from the missing bodies list. I am pleased to say that we think we may have found your heart. It was found outside shivering in the cold, on the side of the road by a late-night drinker. Broken, but repairable. Would you like to speak to him to see whether he indeed is your heart? Yes, please. Hello, heart. How are you doing? Hello, Lou. Heart, you're not sounding too good. Please find your mum's childhood sewing kit, Lee, and Styles' thread and pins. I am fleshy muscle torn by grief. Please sew me back together again. And now with mum's thread and pins, with rhymes and stitches and with plays on words. Gee, I think you are dark enough to see my light. Once every missing part of my body is found, sew me back together again. And this is called Lit. Tremors that he gives me confirm that the heart is a muscle, as mythical, as magical, as mysterious, as Stitcher, Taylor, clairvoyant, wordsmith, made manifest as a minotaur who cares for his brothers, a sage who is fueled by compassion, not seduced by illusions of fair weather friends. Even though we often stay up late, swapping each other's poems, talking about a shared love of physical humour, our penchant for spontaneous adventures and Geoffrey Chaucer, I'm still too embarrassed to ask him how to pronounce his name. Last night he gave me a lighter and told me I could keep it, standard looking with no distinguishing features, unlike the way he carries himself in his lime green trench coat which seems to consume his whole body. But upon closer inspection, wrapped around the body of the lighter, the image of a minotaur. Colours of minotaur's horns and wings bore a strange, uncanny resemblance to those of the lighter bearer's jacket he was wearing at the time. He took the lighter out of my hands and lit my cigarette, but it was me who was lit. In a single flicker of the lighter, spark like firefly, like Stitch, teaching me how to receive, without neither surrendering myself nor compromising my auto-care for this most mythical, most magical, most mysterious of minotaurs. At the end of the night, this minotaur come talisman placed a 1-penny piece in my right hand and told me to keep it safe, as it would bring me luck. Whichever side the penny lands on, I was just enjoying smoking with him. For the first time this year, the next day, I drank black coffee and smoked a few roll-ups while sitting in the sun trap in the corner of my garden. The hush, the heat, the warm afterglow of midday sun, and puff of each cigarette lit with a minotaur's lighter. For the first time in a very long time, I felt lucky. I felt lit. My mother passed away just before the Christmas of 2023. She got up one day as normal, did a bit of gardening out the back with Dad, and then Nina, 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 rushed into hospital that afternoon to have major heart surgery, survived, discharged, and then dealt the cruelest hand. 2 weeks later, I learnt a new term, rigor mortis, the breaking down of the body. on the day Mum just passed away in her sleep. Now, every time I hear or see something to do with the heart, I flinch. But I will not let my own heart break down. I will carry Mum's determination to survive inside me, fight and stay strong. As I sat in my garden, smoking the sun trap and looking forward to seeing the Multicultural again the following Monday, out of the cigarette ash, I could hear the faint sound of my mother's voice singing, "The heart is a muscle. The heart is a muscle. For my heart is a muscle, and that muscle is a minotaur. For he who is the most difficult to pronounce is also the most mythical, most magical, most mysterious, most lit, most..." We are sorry to interrupt this poem, but we have a news flash. Ces actions intentionnelles et volontaires par lesquelles les hommes non seulement se fixent des règles de conduite, mais cherchent aussi à se transformer, à se changer pour leur être singulier et à faire de leur vie une œuvre. Those intentional and voluntary actions by which men not only set themselves rules of conduct, but also seek to transform themselves, to change themselves into their singular being, and to make their life into an œuvre. So says Michel Foucault in The History of Sexuality, The Care of the Self, 1994. You who smiled when you were in pain, you who soldiered through the profane, now enter your watchman, your lucky charm too, making sure you practice self-care. Here's what I do. I'll be your Gil Scott Heron Jamie XX remix. I'll take care of, I'll take care of, I'll take care of me, one half guardian keeper of power play on words. I'm your warrior of care, keep you sky high with the birds. You've got guts and you've got gallant and clever wordplay. Anyone berating your talent, they've outwelcomed their stay. Self-doubt, get on out, that shit's well at its day. Bring on your own reclamation. Look at you soar, my beautiful friend, in every possible way. Thank you. Woo!